to a string of issues with YouTube, my channel has been unfortunately demonetized for quite a while. So if you do enjoy my reactions and my content, I'll be moving to a different channel once it hits 500 subscribers. The channel link will be down in the description. Sorry for taking up your time. Enjoy the rest of the video. Right. I heard about this. That on the 6th we're gonna get an update to a certain role quest. Ah, Master of the Genie, you're here. I just so happen to have a task for you, an urgent one. Slow down, I'm listening. What do you need my help with? Shipment of goods has gone missing. You lost 3 shipments of goods? No, just one shipment. Might be the doing of those northerners. Might be relations because Babel is always searching for the traitors. Ever since our Durfee and Azariq left, the northerners have been so much more active. Sure, I'll give you a hand. Thank you. 1,000 thanks. Please accept this meat as gratitude for your service. Wow, thanks. You're too kind. Is it mysterious meat or just meat? It's just mar meat. Okay, cool.
I see everything.
My bets are on the Fatui or some snakes. Cracked empty jar lace, you're not even swallowed by the sands. Looks like. Look, the jar's still poking out from the sand. The goods lay scattered around the trail. I just broke the vase, I'm sorry. Let's see what we can find along this trail. Lumine is burning, just so you know. An empty broken box lay abandoned, toppled by the roadside. Perhaps this is a trap. Is the Hiwi Charles? Not the Fatui this time? Really? Look, no cart in the camp either. Yeah, if the Hilly Charles raided the caravan, they would have taken the cart apart on the spot. But we're not seeing any carts or any parts. Everyone thinks that this is kind of weird. Let's follow the road a little longer. A road carpet that's still in good conditioning. The symbols of the Tanit tribe is stitched onto it, while ominous blotches dots the surface. The rug, how strange. Blotches? Blood? The caravan and the robbers had a fight here. Some goods got damaged during the battle, while the others perfectly fine, once left aside in the ensuing chaos. Very astute, Paimon. And then the caravan and robbers fought while running all the way. Fighting and running and fighting. That's why all these boxes and jars scattered everywhere. And Paimon thinks that's a good deduction. That doesn't make any sense. The trash goods could have been discarded after the bandits got to them. The things they left behind were to ensure that they moved fast and light. But that's how it was. Still, Paimon's theory was close. Like 90% accurate close. Paimon can't help feeling something's wrong. About what? Time for Paimon to use her intuition. Don't you think these clues are too neatly laid out? It's like someone placed them in a line to lead us over somewhere. Like breadcrumbs. You might be a bit too suspicious. Possibly, but we don't have enough evidence for that. And look, the cart's right there. Oh, well, it ain't a cart now. Ain't much left. Paimon can barely recognize it. Though the Tannic markings there, it looks a bit blurry. Alright, we can close the case now. It's elementary. What happened here was that a caravan was ambushed and goods were all stolen. Let's go back and Newton and tell them what happened. Right, let's head back. Pardon me, but I beg you both to still your stride. Who are you? We are friends of Jeht's. You have been working hard. Oh, well, Jeht's friends are our friends. We're just finishing up. Let's head back together. Haha, no need to be so hasty, and guests shouldn't be so hurried to depart. Paimon, wait, there's something not right with them. Jeht requested you stay in the desert for a time. She commissioned us to come here and give you the hospitality you deserve. I would be cruel of you to disappoint her kindness. Goldine, Paimon, hide. An assassin? Oh, that was close. Luckily, we were still good at fighting. Took them down in no time. He claimed to be sent by Jeht. Do you believe them? I don't think Jeht has a reason to do this, but she might be wrapped up in something big. Yeah, Paimon doesn't think Jeht would do this either, but what should we do now? The people who just ambushed us knew Jeht, which means they must know the people among the Tannis as well. More traitors? Maybe? Let's go back first. Don't mention Jeht. Paimon's not scared. If you decide, that's how we'll do it. Guys, can Jeht catch a break? Like, Jeht's too nice to do this. I don't believe this at all. I swear to God, if he's the traitor, you're back? What, something? Okay, God, Jesus, it's him, isn't it? No way, the guy that stutters once is dead? Why? No, I'm very pleased to have you returned, the esteemed master of the Genie. See how you're stuttering even more now? Right, about the cavern. How did your investigation go? The caravan was ambushed. The goods have been taken. Curses! It's those traitors again. I just know it. Aside from this, what else have you uncovered? We were ambushed by the Aramites. Yeah, we just finished investigating what happened to the caravan. The Aramites showed up to ambush us. They also said They also said that they knew us. Please go see Matriarch Babel about this matter as soon as possible. Right. Farewell, esteemed Master of the Genie. I don't like it. I don't like what is this? You see how like when we got back, it was not like, oh, you're back. It's like, you're back? How? You know that attitude? No. I don't know. You seem a little sus lately. Seems like there might be an imposter among us. Don't lie to me, Walt. Greetings, esteemed Master of the Genie. Is there something you need? Yufton's caravan got raided by some of your traitors. Truly. Well, this is not unexpected. The northerners from our snowlands have long tried to push into our lands. The treacherous amongst our numbers fell prey to their words and turned against us. These traitors have been causing havoc for quite some time. Sporadic but persistent raids and robberies have been happening since a few months ago. Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt. Please continue. The traders have also taken an interest in us. Yeah, just as we finished investigating the caravan, thugs from the Eremites ambushed us. Is that the case? How vile. How about this? Please wait here and rest. I'll handle all matters regarding your safety. Jeht is still outside fulfilling her duties to the tribe. I'll have her work alongside you to get to the bottom of this matter. Ooh, more Jeht screen time! And before that, I will do my utmost to find the assassins who sought you dead. I ask only for patience in return. If anyone of the Tanit seeks to trouble you, whoever they are, they will face judgment by my hands, under my authority as matriarch. Please rest. I will pursue the matter of the traitors to the fullest of my ability. Additionally, I'll keep a watch for Jeht on your behalf. I will notify you the moment she returns. Alright, thanks a lot, Matriarch Babel. The courtesy is unneeded.
Day 2.
Esteemed Master of the Genie, this is an urgent matter that I need to inform you of. I was so shocked when I first heard about it. Oh, where should I begin? What is it? Jeht. She's, I hate to say it, but she could... Bullshit. She's too nice for that. Mihoyo, don't you go doing this on me right now. We're like her bestie, okay? This must be a misunderstanding. Sometime earlier, we caught a northerner who knew Jeht. He told us that Jeht had revealed to them the location of all our outposts. If all our outposts are exposed, the actions of the entire Tanit tribe in the desert will be utterly restrained. What's more, according to him, Jeht has already sent out several batches of assassins, her very target being you, who possesses the Genie. If his confession is true, Jeht should be active in their camp, and according to our recent reports, the northerners are indeed closing in on our tribe. They have bypassed our sentries and set up camps at dangerously close distance. Those are signs, not proof. In the desert, no one should take any ominous sign lightly. The excessive speculation of Jeht is a traitor is just the worst inference I have made based on the existing signs. Plus, she hasn't been back for a long time. I'm really worried about her. Please forgive me for making such a speculation, but I genuinely think of her as my own daughter. No matter what she might have become, it is the consequence of my own mistake. Therefore, esteemed Master of the Genie, I beg you, regardless of the path she has chosen, bring her back to me. Whether she lives to prove her innocence or has paid for her missteps, tell me where she might be. I'll mark the location of the Northerners' forward operating base on your map. Just keep looking for this in this direction and you won't miss it. I'll find her, figure everything out, and bring her back. Please bring her back to me and let me talk to her. Will you? Don't worry, we will. That's why when I scanned her, she had this dialogue. Wait, what? No, actually, still, I don't get it. Wait, you're telling me they set up a camp right there? Yeah, dangerously close, alright. They might as well be our neighbor. Oh, there's the fatty boy.
Looks like I went too far.
Internal withdrawal document. Our negotiations with the Tanit tribespeople have been completed. We have made some gains, especially with regards to the tribespeople of the desert encampment. We're willing to hand a young woman over to us for experimentation. This alone might be considered sufficient progress. Experiment? What? Our other objective, however, cannot be achieved through dealings with the tribe. So we shall cease negotiations at this time and perform several internal personnel transfers. Secrecy must be maintained at all times. You cannot risk raising unnecessary commotion. The codes to be used to confirm the identity of the units and personnel being transferred are as follows. Remember them well, so as to avoid any infiltration on the part of the tribe's people. Ice cream, Igor L, no tracks, Garado, ravioli. I like ravioli. Looks like they moved to the location of the main camp. This map's too ugly. Hammer can only roughly make out the direction they went. Well, let's catch up to the direction they left, shall we? Large military boots. Apparently these military assets, but okay. Wearing those. Oh. Hey, I mean, I would keep those boots. The Fatui might be bad, but their drip is, you can say, out of this world. Oh, password. Gelato ice cream. Look, I found a boot of yours. The fat ones are dumb. Ilyusha! Yes, Yevgrush, I heard you. What's wrong with this time? Is it your recycling device? I'm not your mechanic, you know. I have my own tasks to work on. It's enough. Is this boot yours? I don't think so. Doesn't smell like mine. Smell? I never wash. What the hell? He's so proud of it too. I never wash my feet. Ugh, stay away from me. Alright, it's not yours. Anything else? No, let's fight.
This is it.
So, I guess hygiene is not one of the Fatui's strong points.
Place.
The loneliness of death.
Stop! Please stop hitting me. I'll give you whatever you want. These are all daily supplies for camping. Looks like they've taken from a nearby tribe. Bon sees no other clue, Godine. Let's ask this guy. Wait, what do you want to know? I'm not telling you anything. I don't know anything. Name. Tell us your name. What? She's Paimon, and I'm your worst nightmare. She's Paimon, and I am your worst nightmare. It's about to brutally mutilate you if you don't speak the fuck up. So what about you? Oreste. Private Oreste Snezhnaya. I really don't know anything. I just joined the Desert Expedition team, and I haven't even familiarized myself with the organization of our forces. You literally can't get anything out of me. Yes. Does this name ring any bells? No. Tell me everything or you know. Or you can be like your colleagues. Wait! I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I know, but that's all I know. That girl named Jeht. She's a monster. They were going to bring her back in a cage, but she woke up and tore the cage apart. And then the guy standing closest to her. Oh, my poor Joffrey. What happened? Did you get sliced and diced up? He changed. Became like a festive confetti.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Yeah, we need Jeht on our team. You know, some bits of confetti would fly into your mouth, and I'll just spit them out, but... Oh! That's just like describing what a confetti would be like, right? Not that it actually... Well, when we realized something was wrong, we realized that those weren't really confetti, it was Joffrey. Oh, it did fly in their mouth, didn't it? But you guys had masks. What happened later? I wasn't sure. It was all messed up. Thanks to our medic, Lieutenant Muldoon, who've acted fast and saved us all. Shoot her! Shoot her! Pull out your guns! He yelled it like that, and we fired at her with all our electro bullets we had that are supposed to paralyze her prey. What? With guns and bullets, she could die! Someone already died. One of our people. Anyway, long story short, she's alive and asleep. She fell into a deep slumber this time, but the thought of her waking up and going into rage again, I can't help but... Is Jeht really that scary? Well, it doesn't sound like she betrayed us. She's not a girl. She's a monster. A real monster. Calm down. I get it. No, you don't get it. How could you possibly get it? You know, I came to the desert to do this business. I can earn a lot of tax-free more every day. I get support for my family. I mean, I can afford to send my sister to school, an esteemed one, so that she won't be sent to the House of Hearth like me. Oh. At least he knows and he's aware. This life is not a good life. You know what? I respect that, but if we're still gonna kill you, that's a shame. You know? Well, I'm not saying that the House of Hearth is terrible or anything, but I want her to have a brighter future. She's an orphan too, just like me. And Arlecchino specializes in orphans. We've all been killing her orphans all this time. She wanted to learn of the violin or something. I really don't get those rich people stuff. Anyway, I was ignorant and naive back then. All I knew that was that when I grew up and joined the Fatui, I would be able to make her wish come true. So, sorry, my apologies, I might have talked too much. I wasn't trying to win your sympathy or anything, I just wanted to say that I did not join the Fatui just to suffer like this. Tell me where she is and you can go home. Thanks. I'll mark the location on your map. Just let them get rid of the nightmare as soon as possible. Our mission has already failed, and there can be no results. What about you? Aren't you going back? Wait, was it because they experimented on her? And that's why she was so brutal? I know she was like cold enough to just kill like Azariq right on the spot, but like it looked a felt a little bit more brutal even for Jeht. You can go now. Don't go back to the camp or we'll beat you again. Don't be like that one guy where like we find some clue later down the road and it turns out Ores just dies anyway. What was his name again? The Fatui spy who grew accustomed to the lifestyle of the village and wanted to protect the kids, but then we let him go. There was a choice to kill him on like the top of the cliff or let him go. Either way results in him dying. I picked to let him go, but found out later that he died in old Vanarana anyway to some rift wolves. So geez, people, at least survive, right? And like record down the moments in where we aren't exactly completely monsters too. We have human feelings, you know. So you want to support your sister, I completely get that. Whoa. Red ball, what? To my teacher, Frederick Frankenstein. Though the Tanit tribe is willing to negotiate with us to lure a traitor to the tribe into a prearranged ambush, such we may capture them. I recommend that we perform careful examinations of any experimental subjects we may obtain, just in case we try to pull some dirty tricks. Captain Zoya is very displeased with the deal. She knows that not only have we been constrained at every turn by a dastardly desert woman, but we have now been relegated to the roles of servants, helping the desert folk to clean up their internal messes, even at the cost of ourselves. Yet such, I must say that this indeed impugn on our honors Fatui. Close below is a table of record that show a multi-factor physical inspection of Tanit tribeswoman named Jeht. It seems that the examiner evaluates her physical state rather highly. Most excellent, to be honest. Previous experience had me worried that these desert folk might just give us some infirm wretch from their number and call it generosity. But no, the subject's health is well beyond expectations and does indeed have a fair amount of value. I urge you to consider, Captain Zoya, that if we were able to complete this research work in the desert, perhaps your entire expeditionary force may receive the favor of our great Harbinger. The line has been crossed out using a red pen, and the line in red has been added. How about you consider military regulations, or perhaps you would like to consider how long you have left to live? Ability test, right, indicates we have rather satisfactory active item. Don't call her an item. Man, you guys are... Some of you can be nice, like the group down in the chasm. And then there's these lot. She just lost her father. She had to kill her brother. But still. Also found out he was a traitor. And now she gets kidnapped as a test subject. Mihoyo, what? God, screw you, Mihoyo, honestly. Why would you do that to someone so dear to us, huh?
Too slow.
Oh! Where? What? Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
How are you?
They are not having a good day. Injured! You fucks. Oh my. Oh, thank God. That's her. That's Jeht. Is she injured? Pleda. Kof. Idster. Murda. Tea. Uza. Tarfri. Or are those all the traitors? Or are those names? Sorry, I might have lost my head a little back there. I'm sorry for getting caught as well. That's not important. Are you hurt? Is it serious? Come here. I have something to tell you two. Tell me that you still remember my mother's name. If so, prove it with your sword. What are you talking about? Tell me, straight to my face, that you aren't despicable traitors. And then prove it. Oh, wait, no. Okay, the mother's name might just be so that, I know what her mother's name. Maybe it's just that to confirm. Who else did she find out was a traitor? You need to calm down. You're not a traitor. What happened to you? If you're not a traitor, prove it with your sword. I don't want to fight you. Oh, no. No. I had to deal with this once before. And last time... What? 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 We killed her? Why? No, what? I thought that was just like a test, like a friendly We just killed his daughter. What? We didn't even know her for long, but that still shocks me. Not to Jeht. No. Not Jeht. Rage born of betrayal.
Quit following me.
You're telling me it's Babel? I can't do this. Because I'm scared what this might do. Stop, please. Don't. Fuck, I even dropped my phone. Okay, she's alright. Now then, let's talk. I won't hurt you. Please trust me. Whatever, I'm done with this. First it was Azariq, and now it's you. Calm down, we were all deceived. She's right. You said that matriarch asked you to hunt us down because we betrayed the tribe, you know. But you know what? That's the exact mission she gave us. We didn't believe you'd betray us, so we were trying to find you and figure things out. I didn't betray the tribe, nor do I have any reason to do so. Matriarch Babel has witnesses on her side. Yufton saw you deal with the Northerners, and Marzera saw you moving around their camp. Marzera ran away after he asked us to kill her daughter. And Yufton... Fuck her. They were all in on it. Fuck me, dude. What? No way. She also told us that you were spotted colluding with the enemies of the tribe. So why did they say you betrayed us? What's going on? If it's Babel's designed to pit us against each other, will they defend us or the matriarch? What? Why? What did we do that made you change your mind? Who do you trust more? Us or them? Quiet down, would you, Paimon? This whole thing doesn't make any sense. Whew, you finally put your weapons down. Now let's not draw them out again, shall we? You gave Paimon quite a fright. Don't be so optimistic yet, little one. She could still use her blades. Naya, Rescue, why are you here? I can handle things alone. There's no need for you to pitch in. Uh-huh. I can tell you're doing pretty well, Jeht. That's why Rescue and I are both needed to deal with the two of you. And there's also this little Genie. Oh, the little Genie. I'm quite fond of her. Let's spare her. What? Wait, have you also betrayed the Tenet? No, on the contrary. We're here to deal with the traitors. I see. Who are they? That's not important. They used to be good people. Narya, Rescue. It was a pleasure being your family. Now forgive me. Alright, let's do this. Are you... You're telling me the whole tribe turned against me? The whole tribe?
Game's up. It's over. Gotcha.
Meet again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be thinking about anything too if this happened to me. Matriarch Babel sent them. What do you think they'll do? You should take a good look at this. Whoop. 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 They're still dealing with the... Is it because their crops aren't really like their fields are... They're not doing well in terms of, you know, financial, and they had no choice but to turn back to the Fatui. So she set the trap up long ago. I was just waiting for us to walk right into it. Wait, why didn't you show me this earlier? We would have, but you didn't give us a chance to speak before drawing your weapons, and you wouldn't listen to reason either. I'm sorry. Thank goodness you're alright. Regardless, I have to get to the bottom of this. I need answers from her. Ow! Ow! We still have time. You should rest. Alright. Jeht, show us your wounds already. We'll help bandage you up. My wounds? Where? That's right. They're everywhere. Seriously though. I can keep going. Don't try to downplay it. Let us have a look. After carefully tending to Jeht's wound, you get some rest together with her by the campfire. Jeht sleeps peacefully by your side. Mixed odors of blood, sweat, and burning poplar branches cannot fully mask the scent of spices she carries. Light snoring and raving nonsense entwine in her dreams. She must be truly tired. Even without speaking to one another, you both know what must happen when she awakes. Let's go. Let's find Babel and have her explain everything to us. You and Jeht arrive at the entrance of the canyon, where Matriarch Babel happens to be waiting for her subordinates. I don't get it. We've done so much for you. I'm so mad. I'm actually so mad. Who's gonna be left once we're done with this? We took out one NPC when we started that role quest, and then we took out Azariq. Mazera is now some sort of fugitive somewhere, and now likely Yufton and Babel and whoever else. If it's Babel doing this, then the whole tribe is against us. You see this? We scan her. The way she says this, it's like she's hated us all this time, or unless you've been deceived as well. Which, how? It's you, Jeht. You're back. Yes, we're back, alive. I'm sorry. It charges my heart good to see you return safely. You must be in need of some rest. Come, let me see what I can do. Drop the act. I don't need to rest. I need answers. Why did you lure me into the Northerners' trap? Why did you send other members of the tribe to kill me? Why do you want me dead? Calm down. Listen, Jeht. Do you remember what I told you of how the Eternal Oasis is the Tanith's hope, and how it will bestow a prosperous homeland upon us? It is exactly for this cause that you pledged your loyalty to me, no? Now that the doors of the Oasis is open to the Taniths, we must keep it a secret from the outsiders. That's the fucking reason? You're telling me that's the reason? We must ensure that the Tanith are, and will remain, the most beloved children of the Queen of all Oases. Only thus can we guide the other wandering desert tribes together by the Oasis. Just think about it. Faith will allow us to reunite the scattered peoples of the desert and their resources. What, by ridding us? Under the guidance of the Queen of all Oases, we will rebuild a nation of Oases in the desert with our own two hands, and once that is done, none of us shall ever have to bow to these city ilk ever again. We will be able to build our own palaces, develop an academic system unique to us. We shall even challenge the god who's not but a mere caged bird. You're even gonna insult Nahida now? And I told you that it was impossible. The Queen of Oases is long gone. She's not in the Oasis, and there's no way we can resurrect her. Prosperous! Even as my most beloved daughter, how dare you spout such nonsense? Whether she is alive or dead, as long as the Eternal Oasis is under my control, all such things will be mine to decide. I shall be the sole prophetess of the slumbering goddess. The Tanith's law shall be divine edict, and the Tanith shall be the preordinance of her divine oracles. But before all that comes true, Jeht, it's not yet too late to repent. You are my most beloved daughter, and I wish to set you back on the right path. I don't understand. What do you mean? I've made my point clear. The one and only oracle demands absolute obedience. The only ones who haven't been blinded by the truth of the Oasis are you and your outsider friend. And this outsider remains the master of the Genie. Though the Genie herself has long gone silent, we can gain control over her as long as we rid of her master. She's not even with us anymore. She went to Gurabad. Of the two of us, it is I who respect her ancient wisdom and the power to rebuild the Oasis. It is more fitting, therefore, that we gain the mastery over the Genie. You dodged the question last time, and that is understandable. But today, you must make a choice. Tanith, your home, or this outsider, this friend of yours. Wait, are you saying that you discussed how to get rid of me previously? Yes, but I refused. I mean, how could I? You're so important to me. I'm sorry, child, but sacrifice is necessary. I shall not let her noble blood be shed in vain. On that, you can have absolute faith in me. As for you, Jeht, you will become my successor, and one day, you will be the Tanith's new matriarch, and Abu Malikata's prophetess. Please consider my offer. The future of our home lies in your hands. My daughter, merely ask it of me, and I will give you time and one more chance. There's no need. I've made up my mind. Babel, I appreciate your help throughout all this time, though I am well aware of the fact that I am the daughter of a traitor and an outsider. I couldn't be more grateful for your arrangements. The things that I've done for you, the voices I've silenced for you, the elders who've disappeared. Elder Bleda, the one who killed crocodiles. Surely you remember him. He treated you like his daughter, and he doted on me as well. That's why I could plunge a poisonous dagger into his chest. Elder Guafa was such an eyesore to you, and you were that to him too. And sadly, it was me in the end with a Sumpter Beast's jawbone. Again, and again, and again, and again. That was the first time I had ever been scared to tears. I was so afraid of myself. I still remember how you wiped my tears away. Wait, why are you bringing this up? Why do you have to bring this up in front of them? You've been asking her to do the dirty deeds. Ah, and there was also Elder Taya. She was young and beautiful. She was the head of the hunting party, a more capable competitor than you. She thought I adored her, but I was loyal to you. For I believed that you alone were my true family. I believed that you could wipe my tears away once more, and give me hope. She wanted all the elders gone, so I'm guessing that no one will question her authority. So I made her disappear in the desert. And what is the point of this meaningless talk? You are the sole oracle of the goddess, and my mother. Why should there be any secrets between us? If you wish to hear more, I can spill every one of my deeds out to you, and all the Tanit. Everything I've done for you, my mother, and for this family. I've done enough, and I'm fed up with it. I won't betray Goldine. You're mad. How dare you slander me? You're matriarch. You've forgotten your mother's name. Silence. I bet you're silent now, before it's too late. My mother's name is Ufera. Ufera Hindi. She was an honest person. Good choice. And also thank God. Ah, so it was true then. The traitor's daughter could never be anything but a half-grown morgirl, just like her father. Gabriel and that outsider woman have already paid the price for the unforgivable things they did. And now, their daughter repeats their errors. I should have seen that coming. Ufera Hindi. That's her name, and it will be mine as well. Traitor! All my teachings were for nothing. May the desert mark your treachery. She has angered and saddened me. Hold on, don't get so worked up. Didn't you say that you see Jeht as your daughter? Besides, Goldine has helped you so many times. Anyway, there's still gotta be a way to come to an understanding, right? Paimon, hide yourself. Keep your eyes closed and don't dirty your white clothes. Oh, fucking God.
Everybody!
Oh, she ran! You call yourself a leader, huh? Oh my God. We're tearing down the whole tribe.
Following me.
We're killing the... Oh my... Jesus. It just came to me, the magnitude of this.
Oh, nice command.
Squall and fury. Regret. Too slow. Following order. Lucky today. The wind rises.
Not anything. This is not like anything I would have expected. You've done? Oh my.
Don't be scared.
Oh,
The
you.
night is cold.
Behold.
Take care of the crocodiles now. Okay, that is trippy as hell. Are you proud of this, Babel? Are you proud of this?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You fucking...
Squall and fury.
Look upon us, the tenants, ruined by a single traitor. My tribe, my kin, my eternal oasis. Say goodbye to them while you still have time for some final words. Why? I once loved you so much. Why did you betray me and the Tanit? Why? Because you're evil and I'm not. I see no reason why I must explain myself to you. Alright, Babel, let me tell you. It's because Goldine is my best friend. You wanted to get rid of her, but I refused to be a part of it. And so you decided to get rid of me too. No, you're more despicable than that. You wanted to pit us against each other. Only then did I realize that you are no prophetess, nor do you deserve to be favored by the queen of all oases. You're just a despicable schemer. You're the foolish one, an outsider. You did all this for an outsider. We're your real family. You've destroyed everything. You've destroyed the hopes of the Tanit, the hopes of all the tribes who wander amidst the gilded sands. Stop bigging yourself up. I've just pushed your tiny sand dune over. That's all. Really, I'm the one with the questions here. What kind of mother would force her daughter to kill someone she cherishes anyway? Answer me. Some family you are. You tried to take my life. Abyss, take your idiotic dream of being a prophetess. Well, someone might fulfill it in your stead, but I'm sure they'll keep their hand cleaner than you did. But I've already sent scouts to inform all the tribes of your Soon, it'll be known that you're a traitor who tarnished your family's name all across the vast desert. Very soon. No one will ever accept you again. Never again. You will find a safe place to lay your head. When did you do that? Right before you came back. So you've always wanted us dead then. But you said before that you wanted to give me a chance to repent. Was that also a lie? I thought you'd soften. It'd make it easier to get rid of you. Wow. You disgust me. All of you. You and the group reached the entrance of the canyon and Jeht sorted out her feelings. And now, there's no place for me in the desert either. The news will spread quickly along the trade routes. Soon all the Eremite groups will know that I'm a dangerous person unworthy of their protection. You can follow us, but I still have you two. I can still trust you, can't I? Always. You can always trust us, Jeht. I know, it's just that I'm left with nowhere to return to again. We're back to square one. Even worse this time. But put another way, you're now free to call anywhere you wish home. A wanderer. Psst, if that were me, then back then, I thought that you were mocking me. But you're right. You're right. Now I'm the head of my own house. I'm no longer a servant bound by the name Tanit. I'm now the master of the name Jeht. I've reclaimed my mother's name. I'm free. Perhaps Jeht will also become the name of a new clan someday. Maybe? I don't know. My mother's name gives me pride, and my father's name also holds many memories of me. As long as I remember them, even in this barren desert, will that not be the home I was seeking all along? Now home need not be the cause of anxiety for you. Thank you. You know what? Actually, I'd love to go on more adventures with you. Never mind that. You must have enough of me after all the dangerous situations I've put you in. No, please! Please! We don't really have like a companion beside us all the time other than Paimon, but I can tell that you have your own journey ahead. A travail of greater solitude and for a far greater objective, both of which are beyond what I can bear or imagine. As for me, I've also set myself on a certain path. You've seen it already. It's not going to be a peaceful one, and it won't drag you down with me. Come on, Jeht, you're not dragging us down or anything. Anyway, if you feel tired or want to take another breather, I believe that our paths will converge one day. At that time, I might invite you to go on a crazy adventure with me again. Phew. I'm done talking, but it's time to leave. There's nothing left here but a heartbreak. You hug Jeht before parting ways with her in the desert. She holds you tightly, almost as if afraid that a blinding sandstorm would sweep you away. You notice that she seems to be holding back sobs. Then she pushes you away and lightly rubs her wet eyes before smiling broadly at you once more.
May we meet again, under a lovelier sun.
She says. Jeht turns away and leaves. You see Ben, only now emerging out of the ruined camp, hurried to catch up with Jeht. I feel so lost right now. Like, how much loss does she need to go through? How much loss? What does the camp look like now? Just a barren place? There's no one left because we killed them all. All this for what? Was it worth it? No. Yep, they were the ones we killed first. The guy guarding here, the guy that usually stands post here. Yeah, like Jeht said, they were once good. They seemed like good people. They probably were. It's just their beliefs. it all clouded their judgment. Babel's influence, along with their beliefs, led to this. It's fucking. That's one thing I'm mad of. The second thing I'm mad of is that Hoyo didn't just make her a companion for us. This was the fate of the Jeht tribe, for she shall surely requite. Will the evildoers and their oracles have known of this day, when the Avenger unleashes her righteous fury? They might have even been manipulated by the Fatui. Who knows at this point? Like, it was always get rid of us. It was always just rid of us. We were the problem. Essentially, what happened after the world quest was we unlocked the Oasis and we just helped them become more selfish. This just feels like Zhiqiong. You know, I think she was called Zhiqiong. The girl in the girl we ventured into the chasm with, and we found the frost nail. We haven't heard from her since. At least we know Jeht's very capable of taking care of herself, and she's very fierce. She survived all that through the Fatui, and through through Golden Slumber, Dirge of Bilkis. The amount of hardship she had to go through.
Just to occupy silence.
Wow. You know what? It's probably better this way. Jeht, go venture somewhere else. Sumeru's too much for you. Maybe go visit the city. The rainforest is a much nicer place than this. This world is too cruel to someone like her. She trusts us so much. She willingly sided with us and took down an entire tribe she saw as her family. It's not just her brother now. The whole family. For us. I don't even know I could call this ending on a good note. It's not a good note. It's not. The only good thing to come from this is that we survived. But we survived with all this knowledge. The memories of all these recent events. And it's gotta be traumatizing for the both of us. Everything we did ultimately resulted in this. Suffering's over. Let's move on to something more lighthearted now, huh? You know, Lisa's event's fun. Let's watch that. Alright. Ah. Ooh, you hear that? Hold on. Da-da-da-da-dun. A sobriquet under the shade.
So good.
Look at her. I wouldn't say this is in her prime, but Lisa. An outfit Lisa had someone commissioned for her when she revisited Sumeru. A perfect blend of practicality and elegance. The dress bears a resemblance to Lisa's old uniform from her Akademiya days. Y'all, Sumeru students are missing out. A librarian's long and carefree vacation. Vacation? Ma'am, it's almost February.
Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers.
Ley lines, huh?
There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. Researchers often need to enter domains to investigate ley line disorders.
Anything ley line is always interesting to hear about.
They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Are you interested?
Quality? Bro, I saved your whole nation's ass and you're here concerned about my quality? Have you been living under a geo-rock?
Are you proficient with one or more types of weapon?
I'm skilled with one-handed swords. Actually, I'm proficient with all sorts of weapons.
How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers?
I know a lot about elemental reactions. I'm experienced at using elemental reactions in battle.
You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the Akademiya. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished.
Lisa, try not to call Traveler Cutie challenge impossible.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
I like how they positioned it so you... My guy, she's on the front of the goddamn event page. If you just block it off with this angle... Oh my god, I don't know who this is now.
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here.
Nice ring, though.
Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush?
Is that a flower?
First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
She sounds so professional too. God, she looks so good.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the Akademiya, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak. Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the Akademiya, Lisa.
Wow. Her in all her glory. It's Lisa. What is she doing here?
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Our Lisa!
Yes, yes.
Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the Akademiya before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
A vacation, apparently.
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents.
She may have her
Why waste your
reasons.
time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the Akademiya, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The Akademiya needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back.
Yawn.
I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the Akademiya.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the Akademiya after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the Akademiya as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Hey, you know what? Let me remind myself why she left in the first place. So she left the Akademiya because, quote, witnessing the raving mad scholars and the underutilized sages of Sumeru's advisory councils. She didn't agree with their ways of working, handling the place. Yeah, with the whole Sumeru act, I can see why.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod
she saw us.
researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
She saw us. Run! You mean run!
And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now.
God damn it, Paimon. You didn't see shit.
Hello, Lisa?
Long time no see, Lisa.
Well, if it isn't you two.
God, prepare for a cutie bomb.
Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
We're here to participate in a research
Oh, yeah, we are here
project
to
on
do
ley
that.
lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
Which is when we happened to run into you, Lisa. We didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the Akademiya, have you?
God, no. Look, the way I see it is that if you join Akademiya, there's only 2 ways you end up. Okay? You either end up as someone like Layla, or you work your ass off, like day and night, and you end up as Al-Haytham. That's the only 2 ways to go, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty realistic as well. If you ain't spending those all-nighters, you ain't earning shit.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the Akademiya really that understaffed?
Apparently so.
Or are there projects that insist on the use of outsiders?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
Ma'am, I farm an artifact domain in 29 seconds, so I think I'm pretty
It's been so
capable.
long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the Akademiya.
You're a good Chad, Lisa.
I don't think that will change in the future.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. but you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Oh, they're having one of those
Yes.
like meetups.
Don't worry. Well then, cuties, now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Recruiter? You mean Gafor?
Much has been happening within the Akademiya, and Gafor is paving the way for his future.
Look, it's not my bias because I'm like not that big of a Lisa simp anyways. But like, I really gotta say, Lisa's costume versus Ayaka's costume this time, the 4-star v the 5-star, the 4-star definitely shines supreme this time. I'm sorry. Both of them are like kind of a cross-nation costume. Lisa Mondstadt, but then Sumeru outfit. Ayaka and Azuma, but Fontaine outfit. I just think Lisa's one looks so much better. Maybe it's because of her lore tied to the Akademiya.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the nights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the Akademiya for 2 years.
So I've heard.
But instead of staying at the Akademiya after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
Why did you choose to leave the Akademiya?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago.
I just googled it, but you know, clear some things up for me.
If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the Akademiya, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected.
Divine knowledge, ahem.
I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us. I don't wish to return to the Akademiya, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally, rather than conducting experiments day and night. I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m. with regular afternoon tea every day.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
That is Lisa's style.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafor found me just after I arrived in Sumeru.
Shot. Oh, Collei! She means Collei.
Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
You tell Lisa all about that's happened after coming to Sumeru. Whew.
I see. Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the gods.
I'm pretty sure Lumine had to seriously handpick what she has to say because, you know, history alteration ×2, by the way.
And to think you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru with me.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not that busy. Maybe later.
Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling? That would be wonderful.
Dang, you call it. Okay, I've upgraded from cutie to darling now.
I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City.
Might as well get married.
At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue.
So by the end of this event, she'll call me wife.
Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville.
I sure hope so.
Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
She brings her teases to every nation. Nahida is important for these.
I see everything.
It's amazing how much the traveler has grown. I wonder what the future holds in store.
It's kind of unfair. It's like pay to read more lore, right? You literally need to have Nagita. Sometimes these can be important. I'm just saying, you know?
The next day.
Hey, cutie. We meet again.
Cutie mama! This place sure wasn't easy to find.
Oh, really? I used to live in Sumeru City. And now that I'm back, I can't help but want to visit these small, remote shops. It's a pity that my old favorite clothing shop has already been closed for some time.
Oh?
I wanted to buy some accessories and clothes to give to the other ladies in the Knights of Favonius. What a pity.
I see you bought some new clothes. Your new outfit looks great.
I was wondering when you would notice. Well, what do you think?
It's very classy. It's very elegant.
It's always nice to hear compliments from other people, especially you. Thank you, cutie. I managed to find the owner of that old clothing shop and had it custom tailored. Wearing it reminds me of my days at the Akademiya.
Did a damn good
What a
job.
busy time that was for me. However, my researchers were never lazy. Unlike the people who borrow books and don't return them. Now that I think of it, punishing them with a zap of electro may have still been too lenient.
Oh my god, bro, but to punish them dominatrix style. Holy moly, good god. No thank you, by the way, Lisa. Maybe for some people it will be yes thank you, but like not for me, I'm not into that.
The next day.
She is in the jewelry shop. Wouldn't it be nice if you were actually open?
Ah, it's you, cutie. I knew we'd cross paths again.
What are you looking at, Lisa?
Oh, just these painted utensils in this shop.
That are not for
Aren't
sale.
they exquisite? I'm thinking about buying some to take back for decoration.
That are not for sale.
And those plates. If we serve tea on them, Jean wouldn't be able to resist, even in the middle of work.
Yeah, let's serve tea on something that looks like Scaramouche's hat. I don't think those are for sale. I think those are only for display. Hey, see, like I said, all reserved.
Not for sale? Honestly, why put it in the shop if you don't intend to sell it?
Yeah, looking at you right now.
How disappointing. Oh, they're so beautiful too.
The next.
Apologies, I forgot to check her location yesterday, so I'm going to be watching it through someone else's video clip. Day 4 was when she was in the Grand Bazaar.
Hey, cutie. Are you here at the Grand Bazaar to catch some performances? They're quite amusing. I even wonder if I should start taking notes on the formats of some of the programs. Who knows? Perhaps it'll come in handy for the next Ludi Harpasso.
They really gotta do an event for Ludi
could take charge of the
Harpasso.
jokes, but dancing might prove to be a little tricky.
Have you seen the dancing here before?
Yes, there was a lovely girl with red hair dancing yesterday. I had a front row seat. It was really something. I can't help but wonder how great it would be to see similar performances in Mondstadt.
Well, Yola can dance. You just have to convince Nilo to perform in
Actually,
Mondstadt.
I think the biggest challenge would be to get Eula, captain of the reconnaissance company, to show some interest in dancing, as well as to find a beautiful
So you're trying to
outfit
get
she would
Eula
agree to
involved.
wear.
If you want Eula to dance, get Amber. You know, get Amber.
Eula is surprisingly gullible when it comes to certain things. Rather than inviting the performers to Mondstadt, it would be easier to trick. I mean, ask her to dance.
If Amber's going up, Eula's gotta go up, you know?
The
Platinum, let's go! Sure as hell looks gorgeous.
Cultured.
Oh man, look at her. In the eyes of ordinary people, just as flowers differ in variety due to the nature of their growth, so too do academic achievements differ in worth. Certain researchers of exemplary capabilities are compared to bodhisattvas, while those with more common accomplishments are regarded as akin to those more widely seen as mints. As time passed, some students also found themselves influenced by their analogies. Thus, they began to use different species of flowers as amusing nicknames for each other. It was unanimously agreed that the Akademiya was full of sweet flowers and mints, but roses and bodhisattvas were individuals of vanishing rarity. Thus, it was baffling to many that the genius Lisa Mincy possessed all the qualities of a bodhisattva, but cared little even to claim the title of rose. As an academic, she finished a great many projects left incomplete by those who came before her, and also possessed a solid grasp of theory. Her accomplishments earned her the regard of her instructors. Soon she was allowed to study even the most complex of topics. In little time she began contributing to the advancements of her new studies as well. At that time, researchers even thought that she could become the youngest sage in history, provided she made a few adjustments to her field of study, of course. She didn't participate in the official signing ceremony that would certify her academic accomplishments, choosing instead to withdraw from the main project she was studying in her darshan, before leaving the Akademiya altogether. When the confusion radiating from her classmates' questions, she merely replied as elegantly and affably as she always did. My work can be compared to rearranging a mess of books and putting them all back in their rightful place. That's all. With that in mind, it is unnecessary for me to claim something so serious as an official title. Also, do you remember that song that was so popular amongst us students? We beg not for the Capillata Lotus's mystery, but we also struggle not to claim the Padisara's purity. For those with poetry by our sides, their fragrance ever lingers in our lives. In the times past, the roses was a flower precious without peer, but after generations of scholars worked tirelessly to cultivate them, roses can now be found wherever the sunlight shines. But is this bad for the roses? Well, of course not. Rare or common, the roses remain as fragrant as ever. Their preciousness was but a label we gave them. As such, if there comes a day when everyone ceases to regard these flowers so subjectively and instead judge them with consideration to their growth habits and choice of environments, that day's coming, I think, might be something worthier of commemoration. Yeah, that's just a analogical way of her saying that she just did not agree with the Akademiya's way of running things.
Hey, what are you doing around the Akademiya?
Are you on your way into the Akademiya? Oh, so were you on your way out then?
Actually, I was just leaving. I had a reunion with Professor Cyrus and some fellow apprentices, as well as other researchers that I worked with in the past. How time flies. I could tell just from their appearances that they've been really busy. I, on the other hand, have had it pretty easy. They must be so jealous.
Yeah, you don't look like you've aged a day. Then again, I don't know what she looks like back in the Akademiya days, but I'm sure she looked just as elegant and, youthful.
That being said, since I've already indulged so much, I should probably eat less cake next month. Its name is Sog? Oh, what a nice puppy.
Do you like search and rescue dogs?
Of course. I love obedient puppies, especially the ones that let you rub their belly and look at you with their little sparkling eyes. Actually, I've always wanted to get a dog. Not only could it help keep me in a good mood, but it could also intimidate others when need be. But if I got a dog, it'd be too much hassle to groom it and clean up after it all the time.
Wouldn't it be nice if pets didn't need to, do their deed, defecate, piss? That would make the perfect companion.
That's the trouble with pets. I suppose I'm not really suited to have one.
Yes, Genie.
Alright. This is definitely worth Nahida scanning.
I see everything. Aww, why didn't Amber come? So, how should I ask Lisa about Amber? What should I do?
I knew she said she would check on Collei.
Don't worry, Lisa. I'm fine now.
Greetings.
It's the Traveler. What you doing here?
Here to see you, Collei, and we meet again, Lisa.
Do you come to visit Collei often, cutie?
She's amazing. All of us in Gandharvaville already have a lot to thank her for.
Well then, it seems my little Collei has been making some new friends in Sumeru.
And I've been doing my best to learn how to read. Now I can even read some simple sentences.
One step at a time, Collei. Let's go.
Master and everyone in Sumeru has taken good care of me. But I've never forgotten my friends in Mondstadt. I've actually been thinking about taking some time to go back for a visit.
Like, before people wanted Thoma to go back to Mondstadt. But like, if that happens in like an event or something, Collei should probably be in it too. Liloupar passed him. That is actually probably a very good excuse to have all these characters come. Because it's like an event like the Iridori, and you get to welcome like international guests. That's actually a brilliant idea. They should definitely do this.
How's everyone doing? Well, I hope. What about Amber? And Kaya? Oh, and Jean.
Slow down, Collei. I'll tell you all about them. Sorry, darling. Seems I'll need some time here. I want to tell Collei about what's happening in Mondstadt.
Let me hear too. No! Yeah, well, I guess thank you guys for watching. I was not expecting this at all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I need a minute to process this. And see you next time. Cheers.